people? I can't wait to get sworn into office. Can't wait to be the president again. We're gonna make America great again. Hope you all had a wonderful day, all you tremendous people. Sleepy Joe did a terrible job. Kamala Harris would have done an even worse job. I'm going to make America great again. That is not big news.
What's up, people? Yeah, thought I'd do a bit of a DT impression. What's up, everybody? Everybody all right? Yo, Anton, what's up? Yeah, so how are we doing tonight, people? Hope you're all doing well. Thank you all for joining me. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out with us. Can you like the live, please, guys? That would be really appreciated. Yeah, so just trying to get some more videos out soon, but yeah, looks like it's going pretty well. Just about consistency. Hello, Mirage, how are you doing? Good evening to you. Hope all is well. Make sure you like the live, guys. That'd be really appreciated. Share this out if you can. All right, Richard. Not too bad, thank you. How about you? Yeah, so not seen you around much. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Been feeling kind of more positive, and yeah, it's just been in a better mood. I don't know if it's this weather perhaps that's been helping, but yeah, it's kind of made me realize maybe I don't really want to be around this country when it's that bitter weather and just like, yeah. But it's just also just like I've been kind of having a change of perspective on things, really, just kind of there were things I want to do. Like I started focusing on negative things too much, like focusing on things that I'm lacking, but trying to just focus on abundance and the positive that you have in your life right now. Anyway, welcome in all you 18 people. Been watching when I can, but just being free at different times. You're like, oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because you were saying how sometimes you watch from work, but yeah, I just got a bit kind of like down, and then I just had to kind of take some time out. So just getting a bit fed up of it because I was like, there was a lot of like negative people and stuff, but sometimes that's kind of like a reflection of my mood, because sometimes like people will see that you're negative and then they'll kind of like you get these negative people in, but blocks chat, I can't always say I'm here, right? That's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But yeah, so it looks like my channel's doing all right, getting more views on my videos and stuff, so I think it's just with the consistency and all that it's been helping. Maybe I'll try and get something out later, but yeah. UK. Yes, I'm in the UK. Yeah, what about you? Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Hey, JB, how are you doing today? Not too bad, thank you, Athena. How about yourself? Hope all is well with you. Is Jace still live? But yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. I've got Gravity Core Fitness is live now, I think, but yeah, I'll probably join some of those lives later, but But yeah, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. Share this out if you can. But yeah, it's just been walking around a lot today, walking around the city pretty much. So yeah, it's just been did a lot, probably over 20,000 steps today. Yeah, UK, it's bitter at the moment, warmed up a little bit, but not that much. Yeah, it's been a bit better today, hasn't it? But is Abby okay? She says she's given up here as well. I'm not talking to her anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to go into it. I don't really want to talk about it, but yeah, I'm not, yeah. Anyway, I'm good, but it's all right. It's what it is. It's just, yeah. What's this? I'm good, but I'm tired of getting called a bot. I don't know why some people think that. I don't know. It's just maybe it's because like if they see a woman that's like seems, I guess like half decent, then they'd think, oh, maybe this is a catfish or something. Maybe they've been catfished before. Yeah, sometimes I get a bit sus when I see some woman with like a avatar that seems at least somewhat kind of attractive, I guess. That's yeah, I think maybe this is maybe I'm being catfished here or something. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well tonight. So share this out, guys, if you can. Yeah. Can you get the likes up, guys? Got one like. You have a good grammar, so they think you're a bot. Oh, really? Hello, Juice World fan. How are you doing tonight? Hope all is well. But yeah, just trying to stay positive but yeah, just been focusing on health and all that. Hi, Malkberry, welcome in. Malk, is that short for Malcolm or something? Yeah, hope all is well. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, guys. But yeah, just try and get more content out, really. Yes, I'll think of it as a compliment. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, some people have real terrible grammar, don't they? But yeah, especially for like someone from like was it southern states of America, because they're seen as a bit they're seen as a bit backwards, aren't they? I am from the south of America. What's one plus one? I don't know. What even is one? I don't know what one is. Maybe I don't want to know what one is. I don't know what plus is. I've not done fellow, now have you? I only have somewhat good grammar because I had to do target reading and speech therapy when I was a kid. Oh yeah. Why is that then? I had speech therapy when I was a kid, actually. I don't know. I think was it because of the autism or something or what, but I was addicted to vaping. Oh no. Yeah, my mum actually does both. Because what happened, she was like cutting down the cigarettes and started doing some vaping, but some say that it could be dangerous, but like she was trying to do that as a way to kind of wean off the smoking, but it's so I'm a bit concerned because I remember that she was in like I went with her into this vape shop and they were saying that's a bit dangerous, that I'm doing both at the same time. But never vaped, but to quit I'd do the patches, right? Some say that the problem is that with vaping is that it could be an easier gateway into like nicotine, basically. So that's what some people's concerns were about it, that it's a lot more accessible, isn't it? All right, Optimal family, what's up? Good to see you again. Hope all is well with you. But yeah, sometimes I have like down days and stuff like that, but I've been generally a lot more positive lately. It's just even when I have the meltdowns now, they're not quite as bad. Like I can kind of like get over them easier. I vape, it made me stop smoking. Yeah, I guess it depends on each individual, but some people say that there's concerns about the long-term effects, but at least in the short term, it seems better. Like it's not as much damage on your lungs, it would seem with a lot of them, but just gotta make sure you get the right ones, really, because some of them they are more dangerous than others. But it's just smoking. I hear like just really fucks up people's lungs, and yeah, you do not want to be doing that shit. It's mad how many people still do that. Nicotine patches like give you nicotine less and less until you're not addicted. Yeah, that's the whole thing of like instead of going cold turkey, you just slowly wean off the drug basically. It's kind of like if you're stopping drugs, then well, some people do things like methadone because it's supposed to help with like curb the addiction, but then you end up becoming addicted to the methadone or something. So there's that whole issue with that. But true, but I'm not here for a long time. So well, yeah, what is it? Here for a good time, but not a long time. Yeah, but it's like we should try and be here as long as we can while still being happy. I think just try and find a balance there. I just did cold turkey and suffer for 3 days, then was okay after. But for some people though, they can end up like regressing and going back to it, and even going worse after cold turkey. So it depends on each individual, really. Some people don't respond well. Some people respond better, I guess. But you gotta find what works for you at the end of the day, haven't you? You just gotta find the right approach that is gonna give you the best long-term success, really. It's like you get people who go like diet too quickly. For example, they go from eating 4,000 calories per day to eating 500 calories per day. Not a good idea, is it? Your body's going to go into shock, and it's like, oh, we're not getting our sustenance here, and it starts to panic. So that same thing happens with that as well. So just gotta do things gradually, like what we were saying about with the nicotine patches, that can possibly help, so that you gradually go off it to a point where the receptors are not going to be there like as active as they were. So, how did being told were bots turn to vaping? I don't know. That's the thing with this chat on here. It's just can be quite random at times, Yeah, just can be quite a random, sudden change though. Yeah, that's just what it is on here sometimes. Random is my middle name. Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of random, I remember I used to play pool with this guy, and he sucked that hard at it that I give him random as his middle name, because it was just like not really kind of using any proper technique with it, and just kind of not really any accuracy. All right, Shannon, how you doing? Good to see you again. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, how's life treating you? Where'd you get that jumper from? I don't know, I got it as a gift. Cold turkey is dangerous. People have seizures and are neutralized from doing that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's just not a good idea to be doing things too abruptly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you've got some addiction, then yeah, slow, steady, yeah, that's probably going to be better for most people. Going, yeah, all right, Timmy, how you doing? I'm all right, thank you. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. Not sure how much longer I'm staying on here, but yeah, just things looking on the up. Yeah, I'd actually like the live, guys. But yeah, it's just, I know I've been a little bit down lately, but it's just a passing phase, but yeah, things are more positive than negative. Just gotta focus on abundance really, and like I said, just focus on the things that you do have, not what you don't have, and focus on like what you want to get and how you're gonna get it. And yeah, it's been too cold for me. It's been blowing freezing. Yeah, it's been a bit warmer today. It got to about 10 degrees earlier. There was even a little bit of sun at one point. I was like, oh, it's actually quite pleasant. Finally, it's like, because I've got this freaking like finger that's just like, it's been bleeding a bit with like freaking cut. It's been so cold and all that. And it's just, might be because I've not been turning the heating on much in here sometimes. Sometimes I should probably put the heating on higher or whatever, but let's be positive and have fun in life. I've been thinking about going skydiving. Yeah, I've thought about that as well. It kind of shits me up though, the thought of doing that, but it's like, fuck it, you know. If I die, then so be it, I guess. At least I died, you know, being exhilarated, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I've been skydiving.
Yeah, I love. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I'm also a junkie. I love all sorts of recreational. Yeah, I love recreation. You know, I love going on the swings. I love the recreational activities.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do to Donald Trump, yeah. Either you live or you don't. No one gets out of this world alive anyway, yeah. Yeah, because then you've got like better stories to tell when you're older, and let's say when you got kids or whatever, grandkids, you got more fond memories to tell them instead of being like, oh, well, I didn't do anything. I was just watching the TV all day. I was just doing this and that. That's boring, you know? Get out there on adventure, because then it's not just about the time that you experience, but then you can look back and have share memories with people, and it's just because it's like, even when, let's say if you're like going through a bit of a bad time, that at least you've got the memories to then look back on and be like, oh yeah, we did all this and that and the other. It kind of just like, yeah, at least you've got that. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Share this out, guys, if you can, please. That'd be really appreciated. But yeah, I do a lot of like impressions and stuff. It's just something I like doing, really. I just kind of, hi, this is, I don't know, I'm just like, there's all these different things. I'm trying to like, hey, my metamates, it's so nice to see you. Hi. So, welcome to the metaverse. This is your new reality. All right, take care, Mirage. But yeah, so yeah, in all seriousness, yeah, like just gotta take a chance, you know. I was thinking, yeah, bungee jumping, something like that. But Jordan Peterson, this is my Jordan Peterson's kind of like Kermit the Frog. It's like Kermit the Frog is like that, but yeah, that was Jordan Peterson's got a bit more of a kind of whiny kind of tone. It's like if you take and then if you turn it up a little more, you got your Barack Obama. You turn the Kermit the Frog before you know it, you turn into Barack Obama. Yeah, have kids make memories, be grateful for what you have, and just live, be happy. Yeah, that's it, you know. And obviously not everyone has to have kids, it all depends on what you want. But the thing is though, I've heard something like 80% of people regret not having kids. So that's something to consider, that be careful what you wish for, really, because you think, oh yeah, I just want to be free and not have them, but then you might get to an age where you think, oh fuck, I should have like at least try and like for women, maybe at least you should like freeze your eggs, so then just in case. But then, yeah, it's just there's still like, if you get past a certain age, there's a risk of complications. So just got to think about what you really want out of life. Because it's like you could get old, say like you're 60, 70, 80 years old, and you think, oh, I've not had any kids, and then you're feeling like something missing there. Like that, by that point, you should probably have had grandchildren or something. You think, okay. It's like, yeah, other people in the family might have them, but it's like, it would just be nice to have your own, wouldn't it, I suppose? So I would like to have them one day. It's just, they're a commitment though. But it does give you a purpose and raising another life that's your own flesh and blood. I think there's something quite special about that. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a blessed day today. Share this out, guys, if you can. Yeah, probably not going to stay on too long tonight, so anyway, but yeah, just keep chatting, guys. Any more questions, put them in the chat. But yeah, so what's everybody up to tonight? There was that Boris Johnson one that I did, where it was like, remember back in 2020, it's like, was it? Stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives. Looks like all the trolls have finally gone. Don't want to say too soon though, but I do kick out a lot of the trolls. Which trolls are you talking about? Oh yeah, there was that King Dale Clark, and that Jace yesterday was saying that King Dale Clark wasn't a troll. And I was like, but I've seen him in Jace's live, basically trying to kind of say that he's doing better than me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, trying to be some fucking backstabbing fucking prick. If that's not troll behavior, I don't know what is. Like, what are you doing? Like, and then there was some other accounts with his name that was saying some horrible shit. And I'm like, maybe that's not his accounts, but still, the real King Dale Clark is a bellend. And it was probably just trying to like blow smoke up Jace's ass because he was doing that to me. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he just trying to kind of rile me up? Is that what he's trying to do? He's trying to get under my skin by trying to compliment somebody else as a way to try and use it as a way to kind of like low-key insult me by saying, oh yeah, you what is it, you put Jamie to shame. It's like trying to like use that as like a low-key sort of insult of me by trying to say that I'm not adequate or something. Yeah, was that Dale is a troll. He tried to get loads on your chat. What do you mean? You know about the trolls? He kept saying that people were trolls or whatever, or fake accounts, when he was the one that was not genuine. The irony. That sounds, I mean, there's a lot of just like bellends on here, isn't there? But I've got to try and just not let it get to me, because there was someone in the chat earlier, like, what was it? The person called that was saying, oh, you should like fill out a bit. It's like, I don't care. Like, I'm kind of to the point where it's like, I know that I'm worthy, and I know that these things are not going to affect me anymore. It's like, whatever. I'm not going to freak out when people are saying this stuff. If people are going to say that I'm fat, I'm thin, I'm weak, I'm this and that, it's like, whatever. Let's see you do better. You know, you've got to just get to the point where you're sort of water off a duck's back. Because, you know, if you just like, things are affecting you, then maybe that's something you need to work on. It's all about your self-image, guys. So there's a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. This delves into the self-image. And it's like, if you have a negative perception of yourself, then you're like thinking that I'm this and that. It makes you have low self-esteem, which then you're just going to perpetuate that vibrational state. Like if you're feeling like you don't have anything going on, you're ugly, you're that and the other, that you're boring or whatever, then all you're going to do is you're just going to fulfill your own prophecy. And because there's this thing about like when you perceive yourself as ugly, other people start to perceive you that way. But when you perceive yourself as attractive, you're going to emanate, is that the right word? Or emit a more kind of positive vibration, which is very attractive and will draw people in. So it's about like, it's about doing that. So I just completely ignore the comment, pretend they don't exist. Yeah, it's a bit difficult sometimes because you're trying to just read through quickly and just like, sometimes you don't think about like, oh, who should I ignore? Yeah. Exude. Yeah, that's another word. But yeah, I don't know, exude. It sounds like, yeah, have you got like a big vocabulary or something? Yeah. But yeah, I learn words a lot. It's good to keep increasing your vocabulary, isn't it? So then I can look like a smart ass, can't I? You know, I can be like, so like, yeah, you could just like seem like the smartest guy in the room, and you're like, oh yeah, like this word like quintessential or something, or I don't know, what is it? Eloquent. Yeah, like what was that? Obfuscation. Anton being our dictionary for us. Oh yeah. Yeah. I made a joke a while ago about like what you call a dictionary without God in it. It's just called a shenary. Yeah. It's like a kind of like anti yeah, that'd be like an anti-God joke. Yeah. Yeah, it's like not everybody is a big fan of it, but you know, whatever, each to their own, innit, you know. People can believe whatever they want. Anyway, but yeah, it's just I think just kind of like live by kind of morals and ethics of just like, you know, live and let live kind of thing. Treat people as though you wish to be treated and all that, and yeah, just try and empathize with people, try and not just like be ignorant, and listen to people when they're trying to tell you something, and not just be like, yeah, whatever. Actually take an interest. Just be a good person. Different strokes for different folks. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I could make a joke about that as well. About like, yeah. When I went to see a massage therapist, didn't really like the way that they did it. But different strokes for different folks. Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for the 4 likes, guys. What time are we on now? 9:30. Any more questions, put them in the chat. But I'm glad to be back on here. Sometimes having time off makes you realise how much you actually enjoy it. It's just sometimes it can get quite frustrating, but it's kind of made me realise that I just need to to take a step back and think, okay, well maybe like work on the just not like getting reactive to the negative stuff. Just focus on why I'm even doing it. Like focus on the message that I'm trying to put out, like the message of health and prosperity. If y'all don't get my southern saying, I apologize, lol. Yeah. I don't think you sound like that, do you? It's a little bit of an exaggeration. Sound they talk like those hillbillies and those rednecks. Yeah. You think of like in Georgia or Alabama or somewhere like that. But no, they don't all talk like that. I definitely don't sound like that. What was it again? South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. There's like some say like peeing. What is it? Or teeing. Can you grab a pen? Yeah. There was that song, wasn't it? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Yeah. I think that she was from, was it Texas, or like East Texas or something? So they have a bit of that accent as well. But a lot of like Texans don't really have that. It was quite a big state. It's like second biggest state in US. So you've got like, it's probably about the size of France or something. I do pronounce boil as ball. Ball. Is it ball? I'm gonna ball some rice. It's like they say rice, they don't say rice. It's like rice. Like RAAS or something, rice. I'm gonna ball some rice. Yeah. Hello, cream pie lows. That Brexit thing didn't really work out. Yeah, well, people were promised something, and then like it's just. I think the problem is that we have this country that's just like kind of fucked. It's like the government just doesn't care. I think is the main problem. If the government actually cared, then maybe they could have made it work. Because there was actually some like people on the left that supported Brexit, like your kind of left rebels, you could call them, like. But the thing is that Brexit for like say like the thing with like these governments that we've got, they only ever really kind of did it for their own agenda, because they're getting probably like deals with corporations and stuff like that. So the corporations are really what are going to benefit from it, and if so because like otherwise, then why were they pushing for it? So somebody's obviously benefiting from it. But I also don't think EU is necessarily good either. So it's kind of like the EU will try to like dictate things, and it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it was like Galloway did. What do you mean Galloway? And about what's he called? I don't know. I don't even really follow politics. It's just so you mean he's one of these like kind of rebel leftists or something? Yeah, George Galloway. Yeah, I've seen that guy like on YouTube a bit, but yeah. But it's like they've got these kind of like, yeah, what like, so they're not like, well, you could say they're like socialists or whatever, but they're not like your kind of like establishment type of leftists. They're not these freaking woke fucking like, yeah. You got these like woke leftists who are just like blue-haired fucking like clowns. Of course, you can dye your hair whatever color you want. It's just that a lot of them are just doing it as some kind of, sort of like, what you call it, like some kind of, what's the word, like, I'm trying to think of, like, some kind of symbol or whatever of, like, rebellion or something like that. Like, they think they're so rebellious, just dyeing their hair or whatever. It's like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, what made you want to do that? Was that of your own volition, or was it some kind of social influence? And that's just the thing that's kind of laughable about it. Like, did you do that? The thing is, it's like, well, I suppose we're all being influenced in some way, but some people think they're so original, they're so unique. But in reality, it's like, they haven't really got any kind of like, I don't know, a lot of them don't even have any original ideas or anything. They're just kind of going along with the NPC narrative and thinking that dyeing their hair a certain colour is gonna, be cool, whatever. And it's like, they haven't really thought, well, what makes having my hair blue any better, like, it's cool if that's what you genuinely want to do. But it's like, what is it that it seems to be more so that these people tend to do it? Like, yeah. They're so obsessed with identity, aren't they? They're so obsessed with how they are perceived by others. Like, they want to be perceived as so unique, like with all the, like the, gender pronouns and all this kind of nonsense. Oh, like especially when they start adding in things like neo pronouns, which gets ridiculous. I'm like, fucking hell. Like, it's like, I get that, people want to identify as trans or whatever. It's like, okay. But when people start saying that they're a helicopter or whatever, it's like, have you just like got too much time on your hands or something? Like, what have you got going on in your life? Like, what, isn't there like bigger things to worry about than people calling you a freaking helicopter? I mean, I understand that they don't actually identify as that. They were saying how that's something that they use to kind of more as like a kind of metaphor for how they are or something like that. But it's like, who gives a fuck? Just let people see you for who you are. It's just people just trying to be the most interesting, but in reality, a lot of these people aren't actually interesting. They're just parroting the same nonsense of being like, oh, I identify as this and that, just following the same trend, just trying to come up with some ridiculous shit. It's just, yeah, it's just delusion, really, isn't it? It's just, I don't know, I think it's like, you absolutely like, what do you mean you're a helicopter? Like, what makes you more of a helicopter than a rock or something like that? Like, it's like there's this whole stuff that's just very like subjective and open to interpretation, I guess. But it is what it is. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, there's this whole thing about like, women and men and all that. That's like you got, biological men going into women's changing rooms, women's toilets, for example. I'm like, isn't that just weird? Like, why isn't there more pushback against that? I don't know. But a lot of people have become quite liberal these days. But isn't that like opening up a lot of creeps to like to be predatory and all that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Now, some might say, well, they'll find a way to do it anyway, but I think it's just that they're making it easier to do it. It's enabling more of that. And then you've got biological men in women's prisons. That's just crazy. How is that even a thing? Yeah. Imagine for a second that, let's say, a woman has gone to prison. She's not actually committed anything. She ended up going in a prison with a fucking biological male, got beat the shit out of, and then it turned out she was actually innocent. So, yeah, it's just funny how, like, a lot of these fucking feminists and all that don't talk about this shit. And some of them do, but, it seems like they don't actually talk about real issues. They mainly talk about things like, oh, gender pay gap. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't even know what you're fucking talking about. It's like, yeah, they're just trying to find some way to be oppressed. But they sort of like ignore the actual oppression. And it's the same with like men's rights as well, like they just don't care. They only care about the issues that they feel personally affected by, trying to make up some bullshit. Because they need the victim points. They have these Twitter accounts or whatever accounts on social media. A lot of those old people from like Tumblr and all these different social media apps where they just want the victim points. They're not actually like really oppressed. And even if they are a little bit, it's just kind of pales in comparison to a lot of shit. So you got freaking, people like women in the Middle East, for example, women in Asia, that are literal like slaves to men, of course. So that's the real issue. So it's just that there's not a lot of issues in the West in comparison to that with like women nowadays. Of course, there's still problems, but there's also men don't have it easy either in a lot of ways. So yeah, you take care, Timmy. Kids who weren't spanked as kids grow up to be adults who think they're entitled without consequences. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, like they might say that they should spank them. Like that doesn't mean you should do anything like too aggressive. Just kind of give them a bit of a shock. But some might say that if you are abusive to your children, that at young age, that can actually make them resent you. So it's about sort of like balance, really, just trying to teach some discipline. But I think focusing on like positive reinforcement is probably going to be better. I think they found that like better outcomes from positive reinforcement. But then again, they might feel like that they're entitled to get some kind of reward without actually lifting, just doing the bare minimum, like that they just do enough, therefore they should be rewarded for that. Should just be the bare minimum. So yeah, so I think it's about like, yeah, kind of balancing out like a fair punishment with also some rewards, like if they do really exceptional, like they could get more spending money, things like that, or whatever. So it's about teaching them that in order to get the fine things in life, they're gonna have to work for it. And if they do bad things in life, then they're gonna have to face the consequences. But yeah, you just don't want to be abusive to your children. Like there's yeah, I don't think that like corporal punishment was necessary, but at the same time, maybe they've gone a bit too soft now with things. You know, they've like nowadays it's like, oh, if you don't like do as you're told and you're talking in class, what do? They just tell you off, and then most of the time they won't even raise their voice at you unless it gets really bad. But most of the time they just kind of, you know, they just don't really have much of a, yeah. They're just like, it's just kind of weak, really, isn't it? So how are they going to be taught discipline? Yeah, maybe like they should be put through more of a like mental, like kind of stuff, like for example, taking you out on like hiking trips that are quite tough in different weather, where it's quite, you know, not the best kind of weather, because a lot of people are like bit of rain and they're like, it's raining. But then if you do it more, you start to get used to it. It's like, just like anything. It's like, get over it. You know, it's raining a bit. Okay. It's not the end of the world, is it? You know? That's the school's rules, though. The teachers want to do more, but they have to be strict and not react. It's wrong, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I remember there was like science teacher like lost his shit once, and it's like fucking screaming once. I remember I'd say I wasn't even in the class when he did it, but like I could hear him like from outside the room, like he was just like really just like absolutely livid. But it's like some of them just take the piss, but that's the thing, is that when they're used to just like being able to get away with shit, then that's the message that they get. Oh well, I can just do what I want. You know, I can just fuck about in class. Yeah, but yeah, when it comes to like, yeah, parenting, it's like they should be able to like kind of discipline them, and I'm not saying they should be hit like hard, like, but yeah, just a bit of a, you know, just kind of just a tap or something, you know, just to kind of shake them up a bit. So it's all about, yeah, it's all about kind of reasonable discipline, basically. Some might say that like there should be not bring national service back. I remember my grandmother used to say this, that they should bring back national service. I don't know. I don't like the idea of being like told what to do. Like nobody's telling me what to do. Like especially if you're an age where you're like you're an adult, and it's like, well, it's like, yeah, you respect your parents, right? They're your carers. You should be respecting them. But like when you're an adult, it's like I have nobody to answer to. Like I'm not there to be told what to do. All right, Kayla, how you doing? No, thank you very much. Yeah, smash that like, yeah, thank you, yeah. Maybe I can smash that as well, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope all is well with you. Yeah, I've not really been watching the lives as much. I might, if you doing live tonight, Kayla, might check in. Yeah, but yeah, I hope all is well with you. We need a mod in the chat though. Anton, don't leave, lol. What is Anton? Oh, yeah, Anton's gone in a yeah. I might start adding a couple more soon, but I'm fine at the moment. JB shooting his shot at Kayla. Well, I don't know. Is she still there? Yeah, she's like, there's a like, gaming channel. Yeah, she's I think she's in the States, and yeah. Yeah, I saw her on like Jace's live, and I was like, oh, is there something going on between her and Jace or something? Because the way that she was talking to him, I was like, I don't know. But yeah, some just do that, don't they? They're quite flirtatious. But yeah, she doesn't usually like stay around much, I've noticed. I guess it depends on what's going on. Some people are busy at this time, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, I think. So everybody take care. We'll see you all tomorrow. What's that? Oh yeah, the fires in California, it's terrible, isn't it? Yeah, some believe that something's not right. I don't know what to believe, but I've been hearing stuff about theories on directed energy weapons. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's just some bullshit conspiracy theories, but people can make their own mind up, so yeah. But I just think it's just that they need to start better like managing the forests to kind of limit the amount of fires that happen, because when you got a lot of dead wood around, fires spread a lot more easily. So definitely just they need to get that sorted. Our gov is doing it. What do you mean? What you mean that they are? Is it some DEWs or what's going on? Directed energy weapons, or is it something else? Or are they deliberately setting fire? Is it to do some like climate change narrative or something like that? Because they'll keep on going about climate change. I mean, I think there is you could say that is playing a small part, but is it really like I don't think it's the full picture for sure, but yeah. So what do you mean when you say our gov is doing it? You mean that is there somebody deliberately setting fire, or so oftentimes it just happens with someone just like maybe they just like lit a cigarette or something and then they just put it down, and if it was dry and it would just like catch on fire. Look into it so that way I won't get banned on YT. All right, yeah. I don't know. It's just that a lot of these things I'm like, I don't know. Maybe there's something fishy going on with it. Because every year now it seems pretty much that there's some kind of disaster going on, and it makes you think: is it being orchestrated, or is it a natural thing, or is it just that the media is more highlighting things now that to create fear? I mean, I don't know what to believe really. It's just that the mainstream narrative is often kind of leaves you kind of wondering, how much of it is truth, what they're telling you, and how much of it is just fear mongering. And how much of it is just done to create division and a lot of things. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to wrap this up. So yeah, take care, everybody. Bye for now.